Kita mulakan kelas kita pada pagi ini dengan membaca Ummul Kitab Al-Fatihah. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin, arrahmanirrahim, maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Salatu wassalamu ala sayyidina Muhammadin asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Ya Allah, ya Tuhan kami, ampunkanlah dosa-dosa kami, ampunkanlah dosa kedua ibu bapa kami, dan kasihlah mereka sebagaimana mereka mengasihi kami di masa kecil. Ya Allah, ya Tuhan kami, kurniakanlah kepada kami ilmu yang bermanfaat untuk diri kami, keluarga kami, agama kami, bangsa kami dan negara kami. Ya Allah, ya Tuhan kami, berilah kepada kami kejayaan di dunia dan di akhirat. Ya Allah, ya Tuhan kami, jadikanlah kami orang-orang yang bersyukur. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azabannar. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Okay, alhamdulillah kita bersyukur pada Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. Pada pagi ini kita dapat bersama sekali lagi dalam kelas kita yang kedua untuk minggu yang ke-6 ni. Ini insya-Allah kita akan sambung dengan soalan yang kedua ya. Jadi sebelum kita tengok soalan yang kedua, semalam petang ada satu soalan daripada kumpulan ni kalau tak silap saya, berkaitan dengan soalan satu, iaitu bagaimana caranya kita nak mengira retain profit on the date of acquisition ya. Untuk soalan satu semalam, retain profit on the date of acquisition. Okay. Retain profit on the date of acquisition sebanyak ni 187.5 ni 187.5 ni macam mana kita dapat. Okey. Jadi sebenarnya macam mana kita dapat, macam inilah cara dia. Okey. So balance brought down 150,000 150,000. Balance brought down 150,000. Kemudian current year profit before dividend. Current year profit before dividend. Dividend ni kalau kita ingat hari tu kita ada dividen yang dibayar pada bulan Februari. Jadi kita masuk baliklah untuk dapatkan current year profit tu, kita masukkan balik dividen 50,000. So 125,000 plus 50,000, kita dapat 175,000. Lepas tu kita kali dengan 6/12. Kali dengan 6/12 kita dapat 87.5. Kemudian barulah kita tolak dengan dividen, sebab dividen tu dibayar pada 28 Februari. 28 Februari, so 50. Jadi 150 plus 87.5 minus 50 equal to 187.5. So inilah jawapan dia untuk pre-acquisition profit ataupun profit on the date of acquisition. Manakala post-acquisition profit kita adalah 87.5. 87.5 sebelum bayar dividen yang akhir tahun. Pada akhir tahun dibayar dividen juga. Jadi itu sajalah yang saya nak jelaskan tentang soalan satu. Ada persoalan semalam. So saya harap kalau ada yang nak bertanya soalan yang sama, inilah jawapan dia. Kalau belum nak tanya soalan pun, itulah dia jawapan dia. Okey. Okey. So pada hari ini kita nak masuk pada soalan yang kedua. Kita masuk pada soalan yang kedua, tapi kita tengok soalan dia dulu. Kita tengok soalan dulu. Okay, we are going to discuss question 2. Question 2 Combined consolidated statement of financial position. Okay. Given below ada summarized statement of profit or loss of sweet Berhad, sour Berhad and spicy Berhad for the year ended 30th June 2007. Okay, dalam soalan dia kata ada 3 company tapi dia bagi 4. Okay, dia kata sweet, sour and spicy tapi ada hot juga. So hot ni pun sebenarnya perlu juga. Okay. Okay. So what we have here, we have revenue of the 3 companies, of the 4 companies, cost of sale, gross profit, operating expenses, income from quoted investment. Okay. Gain on disposal ada 10 dekat sini. Okay, kemudian dividend receivable from sour. Confirm lah yang ni adalah dividend daripada subsidiary bila dikata dividend from sour. And then profit before tax, taxation, net profit for the year. Okay, seterusnya. Retained profit brought forward from 1st July 2006. Yeah. Okay. Sweet 120 and dividend paid is 20. Sour 90, dividend paid is 15. Spicy 70 and hot is 50. Okay, kemudian kita ada statement of financial position. Statement of financial position of the 4 companies. Yeah. So, kita ada property, plant equipment macam biasa. Ya, kita tak tengok sangat itu. Okay, then we have investment in sour. Investment in sour by Sweet. So sour is the subsidiary of Sweet. Ini investment in sour. Kemudian investment in spicy. Investment in spicy ni made by Sweet and sour. Both Sweet and sour invest in spicy. Jadi spicy ni adalah indirect subsidiary kepada group, ya, yang mana ada direct interest oleh Sweet dan juga direct interest oleh sour. So bila direct interest of sour maknanya adalah indirect interest of Sweet. Kemudian ada juga investment in hot, 480,000. Besar juga amount dia, investment in hot 480,000. And then investment in quoted investment. Okay, and then inventories, trade receivable, dividend receivable. Dividend receivable of course lah, dividend receivable ni adalah dividend daripada subsidiaries, ya. Kita kena eliminate nanti dividend from subsidiaries. Then we have bank balance. Next we have share capital of the 4 companies, sweet, sour, sour, spicy and hot. Okay, masing-masing dia share capital 3 million, sweet, sour 500,000, spicy 400,000 and hot is 200,000. Share premium, okay, again share premium is reserve. Okay, masing-masing ada reserve tu. Retail profit ni as at 30th June 2007. Maknanya including current year dan brought down. Current year plus brought down. Okay, trade payable. Kemudian dividend payable. Dividend payable sweet and sour saja. Sweet and sour saja. Jadi dividend yang diterima tadi, sour dia bayar dividen sebanyak 15. Daripada 15 tu, okay, sebahagiannya jadi kita tengok kat sini dividen receivable ni ada banyak, 209. 209. Sedangkan sour hanya declare sebanyak 15 sahaja. Jadi maknanya ada dividen daripada tempat-tempat lain juga. Mungkin daripada quoted investment, okay. Ya. Jadi kalau kita tengok kat sini dividend payable ni yang bayar dividen hanyalah sour saja. Ya. Spicy dengan hot dia tak bayar dividen. Okay. Tapi ada kemungkinannya dalam additional information dia bayarlah dividen tu. Additional information, Sweet acquired 60% of sour ordinary shares for 850,000 when Sour Berhad was incorporated on 1st July 2004. Okay, jadi dia beli saham tu on the date of acquisition, on the date of incorporation on 1st July 2004. Okay, dia beli 60%. 60% daripada 500,000 berapa? 300,000. 300,000 share dibayar 850,000. Number 2, on 1st October 2006, Sweet Berhad and Sour Berhad acquired 20% and 60% of Spicy Berhad ordinary share for 185,000 and 670,000 respectively. 20% and 60%. Altogether 80%. Altogether 80%. Tetapi yang 60% ni adalah indirect interest. So indirect ni kita kena kalilah nanti dengan percentage of sweet and sour. Sweet and sour 60. 60 kali 60 sama dengan 36. Jadi 20 plus 36. Dia akan jadi 56% parent dan 44% non-controlling interest. Number 3. Sweet Berhad acquired 30% of Hot Berhad ordinary share on 1st January 2007 for 480,000. Okay. Jadi Hot ni rupanya adalah associate. Associate ni kita baru nak belajar minggu depan. Tapi dah ada dalam soalan. Sweet Berhad sold one of its building to Sour. For 110,000 during the year. The building had been depreciated at 10% per annum on cost in accordance with the group accounting policy. Full year depreciation is charged in the year of purchase and none in the year of disposal. Sweet Berhad sold one of its building for 110,000. Jadi kita tengok kat sini lah. Dia jual pada harga 110,000 tapi dia tak bagi tahu untung ke rugi. Dia tak bagi tahu untung ke rugi tapi kita tahu ada keuntungan daripada jual building di atas ni. Sebanyak 10,000. Gain on disposal of building ada ataupun gain on disposal sebanyak 10,000. So kita tahulah gain on disposal tu adalah daripada disposal of building. Okay. Jadi ada dua kesan dia. Kesan yang pertama unrealized profit dan kesan yang kedua adalah over provided depreciation. Number 5. During the year, Sour Berhad sold goods to Sweet Berhad of 400,000 at cost plus markup up to 25%. Okay. One half of an inventory remained unsold in the books of Sweet Berhad as at 30th June 2007. So masih ada lagi unrealized profit sebanyak 400,000 times 25 divided by 125 times 50%. Number 6, it is the group policy to measure the non-controlling interest at its proportionate share of the fair value of identifiable net asset of subsidiary on acquisition date. Number 7, goodwill on acquisition of Sour Berhad, Spicy Berhad and Hot Berhad are not impaired. And profit are deemed to accrue evenly throughout the year. Okay. Sebab apa ada ayat ni? Sebabnya ada kat situ pembelian satu company iaitu Sweet, Sour and Spicy. Spicy itu dibeli pada 1 Oktober 2006 iaitu pada pertengahan tahun. Itu betul tengah tahun. Pada pertengahan tahun. Jadi maknanya bukanlah 6 bulan di pertengahan tahun ni maknanya okey. Dia punya tahun bermula daripada 1 Julai. Julai, Ogos, September. Julai, Ogos, September. 3 bulan. Dan 9 bulan lagi adalah bermula dengan 1 Oktober. Jadi untuk yang pre-acquisition period 3 bulan. Post-acquisition period adalah 9 bulan. Prepare consolidated statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income for the year ended 30th June 2007. Prepare consolidated statement of changes in equity and prepare consolidated statement of financial position. 3 perkara yang kita kena buat. Okey. Jadi kita kena calculate goodwill juga. Kita kena calculate goodwill untuk 2 company yang acquired tu dulu. Sebelum kita prepare consolidated statement of profit or loss, changes in equity and statement of financial position. Okay. Ada apa-apa soalan berkaitan dengan soalan? Okay, so in summary, okay, Sweet has direct interest in sour of 60% and NCI is 40%. And sweet has a direct interest in spicy of 20%. Okay, whereas sour is having a direct interest in spicy of 60%. However, the relationship between sweet and spicy is only 36% because 60% investment made by sour is an indirect investment for sweet. So the relationship between sweet and sour is 60%. Relationship between sour and spicy is 60%. So 60% multiplied by 60% equal to 36%. Okay. And altogether, direct interest 20% plus indirect interest 36%. Altogether is 56%. And non-controlling interest is 44%. Next, calculate the goodwill for sour and spicy. Okay. For sour, it is quite straightforward. It's quite straightforward. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So for sour, we put here the consideration transferred 850,000. Okay. And then we list down the fair value of net asset on the date of acquisition that comprise of share capital 500,000 and share premium of 400,000. Okay. So altogether, the fair value of net asset is 900,000. Okay. The non-controlling interest is 40%. 40% times 900,000 equal to 360,000 plus consideration transferred 850 equals to 1,210,000 fair value of investment compared to fair value of net asset 900,000. So we get a goodwill of 310,000. 310,000 and there is no impairment. So the balance of the goodwill stick at 310,000. Okay. What about the investment in spicy? How much is the goodwill or bargain purchase? Okay. First, we put here the consideration transferred. Okay. Consideration transferred direct from sweet to spicy, 185,000. And then indirect investment made by sour, 670,000. And then we minus with non-controlling interest indirect, yeah, in sour, yeah. That is 40% times 670,000 equal to 268,000. And, okay, we list down all the fair value of net asset that comprise of share capital, 400,000, share premium, 300,000, retained earning brought down is 70,000 and current year profit is 130. Okay, current year profit 130. Okay, so do you know how to find the 130? Do you know how to find the 130? The current year profit just now is how much? Current year profit of spicy. Current year profit of spicy is 520,000. Yeah, 520,000. Now we want to find the amount that is belong to pre-acquisition period. So, macam mana kita nak dapatkan 130 ni? 130 ni sebenarnya adalah 520,000 times 3/12. Ya. 520,000 times 312. Times 3/12, ya. 3/12. Dapat tak tu 130?
Dapat.
Ya, alhamdulillah. So kita dapat 400 plus 300 plus 70 plus 130 altogether 900,000 also. So from this 900,000 we calculate our non-controlling interest 44% times 900 is equal to 396. Okay, 396. So kita campur di atas ni 185 plus 670 minus 268 minus 396 equal to 983,000 fair value of investment. So fair value of investment we compare with fair value of net asset 900,000. We get a goodwill of 83,000. Okay. Bill untuk sour 310,000, goodwill spicy 83,000. Okay. This is the way on how to calculate the retained profit on the date of acquisition just now. Brought down 70, current year profit 3 months 130, and post acquisition profit is 390. Okay. Next. Yes.
520 tu ambil kanan?
520 daripada soalan tu. Daripada soalan.
Kat mana yang soalan?
Soalan dekat profit, apa ni, dekat statement of profit or loss. Statement of profit or loss of spicy. Net profit dia adalah 520.
Oh, okay.
Dapat?
Dapat.
Okay. Okay, so next kita pergi kepada analysis of financial statement. So analysis of financial statement. Okay, analysis of financial statement brought down. Analysis of financial statement brought down, kita ada masa tu ada satu saja subsidiary iaitu sour, So kita ada non-control interest sour 360. Spicy belum ada lagi masa tu sebab spicy was acquired during the year. Kemudian retained earning of sour, retained earning of sour on the date on this brought down date is 90. Okay, 90 ni pun ada dalam soalan. Kemudian for the group it is 60%. 60% of 90 is 54. 40% of 90 is 36. Dan last sekali adalah retain earning of sweet on the date of brought down here 120. So semua sekali retain profit brought down is 174. Non-controlling interest brought down is 396. Kita pergi kepada carried down. Analysis of financial statement carried down. The non-controlling interest is the same for sour 360. For spicy we have just calculated just now 396. And don't forget about 268 here. This is the amount of indirect interest in investment made by spicy. Okay, 0.4 times 670,000. Next we go to retained earning carried down of sour. Retained earning carried down of sour from the question, from the statement of financial position, it is 990. Okay, it is 990 and we do not have retained earning on the date of acquisition because the acquisition was happening on the day of incorporation. Pada tarikh sour tu ditubuhkan, terus beli saham dia sebanyak 60%. Okay, but don't forget there is unrealized profit on inventory. Unrealized profit on inventory, how much? 400,000 times 25 divided by 125 times 50%. Okay, we get 40,000. Okay, retained earning carried down minus unrealized profit on inventory, the balance is 950,000. 60% goes to the group, 570, and 40% goes to the non-controlling interest, 380. Next, spicy. Okay, spicy, we have retained profit carried down 590,000. On the date of acquisition, it is 200,000, and the balance is 390,000. Out of this, how many percent goes to group retained earning? 56%. 56% goes to group retained earning. 26% kali dengan 390 dapat 218.4 dan bakinya pergi ke non-controlling interest 44%. Okay, next sweet. Sweet ni ada lebih sikit adjustment. Retained earning of sweet. Okay, retained earning of sweet adalah 1129 ya. From the question it is 1129. Okay. Kemudian kita ada share of profit of associate. Yang ni saya tak nak jelaskan dulu. Kita cuma ambil jawapan saja. Share of profit of associate sebanyak 66. Nanti saya tunjukkan mana datangnya 66 ni. Kemudian unrealized profit on building. Unrealized profit on building 10. 10 ni kita kena tolak di situ, dan because of this 10,000 unrealized profit, kita punya depreciation over provided by 1,000. Okay. 10 time 10%. 10 time 10% sama dengan 1. Okay. Mana datangnya share of profit of associate sebanyak 66 ni? Okay. Sebanyak 66. Okay. Kita lihat balik pada soalan tadi. Okay. Jadi saya kena pergi balik kepada soalan. Kita kembali kepada soalan ya. Kita kembali kepada soalan. Setiap kali kita nak share yang baru, kita kena tutup yang lama dulu. Kita kembali kepada soalan di sini. Kita tengok ya. Profit of HOT ni ada 440. HOT ni adalah kita punya associate ya. Jadi associate ni profit dia sebanyak 440. Okey. Kemudian associate ni kita beli bila? Pada tarikh bila kita beli? Investment in associate ni kita beli pada 1 Januari 2007. Lama dulu. Lama dahulu. Betul ke lama? 6 bulan yang lepas. 6 bulan yang lepas. 30 Jun 2007, 1 Januari 2007. Jadi maknanya pada 6 bulan yang lepas. Okey. Jadi sekarang ni berapa banyak profit yang ada dalam HOT ni yang kita nak masukkan dalam consolidated financial statement? Okey. Jawapan dia adalah 440,000 ni kali dengan 6 bulan kali dengan 30%. Ya. 440 times 6/12 times 30%. 440 times 6/12 times 30%. So itulah dia jawapan dia. So dapat tak angka tadi? So kita kembali kepada jawapan.
Dapat, Prof.
Kita kembali kepada jawapan. Kalau saya gunakan desktop, boleh tukar-tukar file tapi bila guna laptop ni dia kena buka satu-satu. Jadi saya guna laptop kena buka satu-satu. So 66 66 ni kita dapat dengan cara tadi dah lah. 440 kali dengan 6/12 kali dengan 30%. Kita dapatlah share of profit sebanyak 66. Okey. Saya letakkan warna merah ni. Okey. So, the balance of sweet retained profit on 30th June 2007 is 1186. So 1186 goes to group retained earning. Okay, jadi sekarang ni kita dah boleh calculate dah. The total of group retained earning at the end of the year is 1974.4 dan NCR is 1039.6. Okay. Teruskan lagi dengan statement of profit or loss. Okay. Statement of profit or loss start with revenue. So revenue kita lihat ya. Revenue ni adalah revenue of the 3 companies. Bukan 4 companies, 3 companies. Okay, untuk associate tadi kita tak masukkan revenue dia. Kita ambil profit saja. Revenue kita tak masuk, cost tak masuk, expenses tak masuk. Untuk penjelasan lanjut kita tunggu minggu depan lah. Minggu depan pada kelas hari Ahad insya-Allah. Oh, hari Ahad cuti. Hari Ahad cuti. Cuti hari Wesak. Okey, tak apa. Ya, revenue kita okey, kita ada 2,000 ya. 2,000 ni sebenarnya 2 million 2 million plus 1.8 million ni 2 company ya, hot, spicy. Kemudian yang hot and sour. Kemudian spicy. Spicy ni 1.2 million kali dengan 9/12. Kenapa kali dengan 9/12? Sebab acquisition dia pada 1 hari bulan Oktober. Ada 9 bulan saja. Okey. So 9/12. Kemudian kita tolak dengan intercompany sale 400. So jawapan dia 4,300,000. Okay. For the cost of sale also the same. We include the cost of sale of hot, sour and spicy. Hot, sour and spicy. So hot 400, sour is 350, spicy is 300 times 9/12. Minus intercompany purchase 400, and we add back the unrealized profit. Kita campur balik unrealized profit sebanyak 40. So our cost of sale is only 615. Next, gross profit is 3685.0. Operating expenses. Operating expenses, we combine together hot, sour and 9 months of spicy. 9 months of spicy. Kemudian kita tolak dengan over provided depreciation sebanyak 1,000. Over provided depreciation ni disebabkan oleh unrealized profit tadi. Unrealized profit sebanyak 10,000. So depreciation over provided by 1,000 kat sini. Jadi kita tolaklah over provided depreciation. Menjadikan operating expenses tinggal 784. Kemudian kita ada income from quoted investment. Income from quoted investment ni tak ada apa-apa adjustment, kita campur saja. 200 plus 15, 215. Gain on disposal we need to eliminate sebab ini adalah unrealized profit. Kemudian dividend from sour minus 9 minus 9. Sebab ini clear, ini adalah intercompany balance ataupun intercompany transactions. Kemudian share of profit of associate tadi kita masukkan di sini 66. Jadi share of profit of associate is part of revenue ataupun part of income of the company, of the group. Then profit before taxation 3182, taxation. Taxation pun sama dengan revenue, sama dengan cost, sama dengan expenses. Untuk spicy kita kali dengan 9/12. So 390 plus 300 plus 200 times 9/12 equal to 840, and net profit for the year is 2342, 2,342,000. Next, okay, out of 2,342,000, some portion belong to the non-controlling interest and another portion belong to the parent. So non-controlling interest kita ada 2 subsidiary, jadi kita kena calculate one by one. Each subsidiary we need to calculate the non-controlling interest, and we start with sour. Okay, profit for the year of sour is 915. 915. This is from the question, and it has unrealized profit of 40. So 915 minus 40 equal to 87.5, and the non-controlling interest is 40%. 40% times 875 equal to 350. So 350 belong to non-controlling interest of sour. For spicy has current year profit of 390. Current year profit 390. Macam mana dapat 390? 520 times 9/12. So kita dapat 390. Out of 390, 44% belongs to non-controlling interest. So 44 times 390 equals to 171.6. So we add the two together, 350 and 171.6 equal to 521.6, and 521.6 is the profit attributable to non-controlling interest for the year. So kita masukkan 521.6 tadi ke sini. So maknanya 2342 total profit, 521.6 belongs to non-controlling interest, and the balance 1,820,400 is belong to parent. Belong to the parent, Okay, boleh follow yang ni? Boleh kan? Okay. Next. Okay, next CSOFP. CSOFP kita. Okay, kita ada property, plant and equipment, property plant equipment ada adjustment kat situ. Okay. So property plant equipment, we put all the 3 companies property plant and equipment. Yeah, hot, sour, spicy, all in full. In full. Jadi jangan yang 799 jangan kali dengan 9/12. Sebab apa? Sebab consolidated statement of financial position is as at, bukan for the year. Kalau for the year tu profit or loss, ya. Profit or loss kita kali dengan 9/12. Tapi kalau statement of financial position kita tak kali dengan 9/12. Okay, so 799 kat situ. Jadi jangan letakkan 799 time 9/12. Kemudian minus 10,000 plus 1,000. Minus 10,000 is unrealized profit, plus 1,000 is over provided depreciation. Okay, investment in sour, investment in spicy eliminated. Okay, kemudian kita ada investment in hot. Investment in hot ni adalah investment in associate. Jadi investment in associate ni asalnya tadi investment dia sebanyak 480. Okay, 480 tetapi nilainya telah bertambah disebabkan ada profit sebanyak 66. So 480 plus 66 equal to 546. Nanti minggu depan kita cerita macam mana kita boleh dapat nilai 546. Hari ini kita dah ceritalah 546 is the original cost of investing in associate 480 plus current year profit 66. Kemudian ada investment tidak ada apa-apa adjustment 750 plus 80. Goodwill kekal 393. Inventories. Inventories there is adjustment. Inventories we put inventories of the parent and of the subsidiary minus intercompany unrealized profit. Unrealized profit ada 40 kat situ. Unrealized profit on inventory 40. So 880 plus 615 plus 450 minus 40. Next, trade receivable, there is no adjustment. So, campurkan saja. Dividend receivable. Dividend receivable involved in intercompany. Involved in intercompany balance ataupun intercompany transaction. So, from the question just now, okay, dividend receivable comprised of 2 component. That is 209 and 15. 209 and 15. Jadi, daripada 209, daripada 209 tadi terdapat dividen yang dibayar oleh Sour sebanyak 9,000. Jadi 209 tolak 9 campur 15. Jawapan dia adalah 215. 215. Bank balance tak ada adjustment. Share capital is share capital of the parent only 3 million. Share premium of the parent 5 million. Retained profit and non-controlling interest is coming from analysis. Carried down. Okay, 1974 dengan 1039.6. Okay, yang 1974 ni kita tengok ada tak dia punya decimal point. Okay, ada decimal point 1974.4. Dan control interest 1039.6. Trade payable no adjustment, totalnya 510. Dividend payable, yes, dividend payable we need to adjust dividend payable for the payment of dividend made by Sour to Sweet, okay, amounting to 9,000. So the working is 20 plus 15 minus 9 equal to 26. And lastly, tax payable. Tax payable, we just combine the 3 tax payable of sweet, sour and spicy. Okay, and the last statement is apa dia? Statement of changes in equity. Ada tak statement of changes in equity? Okey, ini dia. Statement of Changes in Equity CSO-CIE for the year ended 30th June 2007. Okay, kita ada kat sini balance breakdown daripada analysis breakdown tadi 174 dengan 396. And then acquisition during the year 396. Yeah, acquisition for the year during the year 396. And then indirect interest by non-controlling interest 268. Profit for the year 1820.4 for the group and 521.6 for the non-controlling interest. And lastly dividend. Dividend by the parent 20. Dividend by the parent 20 and dividend by Sour. Dividend by Sour paid to the non-controlling interest. Jadi yang bayar dividen adalah Sour saja. Okay, kita tengok kat sini dividen. Dividen NCI ni. Mana dapat dividen NCI? Dividen NCI sama dengan 15 kali dengan 40%. Equals to 6. Okay, itulah jawapan dia. So, at the end of the year, the balance carried down of the group retained earning is 1974.4 and the non-controlling interest is 1039.6. Okay, jadi angka ni sama dengan analysis carried down dan juga sama dengan statement of financial position. Sama di sini statement financial position 1974.4, 1039.6. Sama angka di 3 tempat. Yes, jadi berakhirlah discussion untuk soalan yang kedua. Ada apa soalan kelas? Ada apa-apa yang ingin ditanyakan? Kita ada masa sikit lagi, bolehlah kita tengok kat sini, kat bawah ni kita ada journal entry. Journal entry ni sebenarnya biasa je journal entry. Okay, journal entry untuk investment in spicy and sweet. Okay, investment in sour and spicy. Investment in sour and spicy sebenarnya. Okay. So debit share capital, debit share premium, debit retained earning, dan kredit goodwill. Okay, tapi di sini ditunjukkan investment in spicy saja, sebab investment in spicy ni agak susah sikit. Sebab ada dua investor, ada direct, ada indirect. Untuk yang investment in sour tu direct saja. Okay, jadi kita tak perlu tunjukkan. Tak perlu tunjuk pun dalam jawapan kita. Tapi di sini saya nak tunjukkan ni untuk melihat dia punya movement. So debit share capital of spicy 400, debit share premium of spicy 300, debit retained earning of spicy 200, kemudian kita debit goodwill 83, kemudian kita debit non-controlling interest, yang ini adalah indirect investment sebanyak 268, kemudian kita credit investment in spicy by sweet 185, debit investment in spicy by sour 670, dan last sekali adalah non-controlling interest 44% of 900, that is 396. So itu adalah investment in spicy by sweet and sour. Okay kelas, jadi saya rasa untuk discussion untuk soalan ni setakat ni saja. Ada apa-apa soalan nak tanya? Boleh faham semua ya?
Setakat ni boleh, sir.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. So ada lagi nak tanya apa-apa? Tak ada? So kalau tak ada, kita akan tutup kelas kita. Kita akhiri kelas kita pada pagi ini dengan surah Wal-Asr. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wal asri innal insana lafi khusr illa allazina amanu wa amilus solihat wa tawassaw bil haqq wa tawassaw bis sabr. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.